was a mother. I'm not saying that's Laura. Yeah, I'm just saying I can kind of relate. Not me personally.
Angie, can I say something,
That's what I'm
please?
saying. So you can unmute yourself, Jessica. Yes, hi, Gigi.
Sorry, Jessica, before you say, you know, yesterday, obviously, the young daughter came up and we asked the question, like, what is it that yous want? And they were saying that they want their names to not be mentioned on the app. They don't want to be spoken about. Speak about the mom all day long, but by speaking about the children,
Oh, that was
you'll
she
be
said that yesterday.
continuously triggering their trauma, no?
No, NJ, she said that yesterday, right? Today, Laura came in the box because that was before. Yesterday, she was going to do I don't know if it was an exposure or something. She was going to speak on her mum, on Laura yesterday. So she said that before she decided to go live about her.
They were here. Okay, cool. I just wanted you to share. You know what it is with...
NJ.
You know what? Because I went off and I watched some of her stuff, Angie. I think what it is that if we keep telling her to come off the app, she's going to do more stuff to rile up the app because she's gone from busking on the street for attention and coin. Yeah. And now she can sit on this app and say X, Y, and Z and get all the attention and all the gifts from people. So I don't know the full ins and out, but I honestly feel like you've all created a monster. And
no, NJ, I'm still doing my busking. Unfortunately, I got an injury to my foot, and I was already under the care system for all your information.
Sorry, Laura, I didn't say anything. Laura,
I didn't have a choice. They chose before I even had parenting assessment.
Yes, so was I. It doesn't make you drink while pregnant, and it doesn't make you fucking at birth.
Shut up!
Shut up. You're a fucking shitty mum, and that's the end of it.
You are a shitty idiot that knows nothing about my life. So shut it.
Right? We do, because you keep spreading it all over the fucking app.
Involvement, because I was in the care system, you idiot.
So was I. You don't get your kids
leave my name off it. I've had my say, my sister had to say, my mum and dad had to say, my sister-in-law had to say. No, leave it.
Laura, can I ask you just a question? Nothing to do with what's going on.
I agree with Jessica.
And you started singing, and then everybody started putting you in the box, and you were starting to feel as like you were getting somewhere in life, and just sort of started letting out stuff that you never meant to let out, but you just wanted. You didn't realise what TikTok drama side was like?
No, I didn't. And the thing is, at the end of the day, I thought these people were my friends.
Exactly.
Now I know they're not my friends. Now I know they're my enemies. Now I know they're only there for what they can get.
Laura,
go off the drama to gain gifts and money.
Laura, can I just turn around and say, Chloe's just updated me that you're messaging, getting all defensive, saying that I'm in the wrong because I'm up here and I'm not defending you. Everyone that's here will turn around and say that all I've done for the last half hour, 40 minutes is say that all we've tried to do for the last week or so is try and help you.
You have tried to help me, but I've also heard you say that you do blame me.
No, we're not blaming you. We're telling you that you need to stop jumping in these lives, Laura.
Now I know exactly what these FYP creators are about. Like every time I've been sat on my life and I've had people coming in saying, Dave Grant wants you, Angie wants you, Pearl wants you in a box, this person wants you in a box. And I've said no, and they've continued and continued and continued.
Laura, can I just say, love,
need to go back.
I can relate to you as a child.
I'm going back to my singing when my foot is better.
No, I mean singing on TikTok.
Can I just say something really quickly? Can I just say something really quickly? You know, Laura, she came on the talent show, right? That's how people knew who she was, right? And then listen, I don't know whether you're vulnerable or not, Laura, but she's a woman on her own, got involved in the drama side of it. And then I do feel she did get picked on a little bit by some people for no reason. And I think, you know, I don't know how all this came about, but, you know, I just feel this is no one else's
business. It came about, Angie, after I was called a child abuser and a peddler.
Yeah. No, this is not okay. She's definitely not an abuser or a child, a peddler or anything. Like, the impression I got is that Laura, you haven't spent so much time with your kids, and I think they do want a relationship.
And for
there has been a lot of past in regards to your behaviour, absolutely, but you're not on any of those.
Yeah, but Laura, wasn't me and Chloe also called exactly the same thing? And
yes, you was, Danny and Chloe. And it's unacceptable behaviour.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm not be getting brought up on the app as
I know,
people,
but I'm not up
innocent
here.
people of victimless crimes towards children like that, we have not done anything of the sort. And people need to stop calling people that on the app. It's disgusting. It is vile.
I
And then
know,
you've
but
got
what
all
I'm,
these people casting judgment on us,
Yeah, but
saying
what
that
I'm-
we've done this, we've done that. I've never been arrested in my life for anything of the sort. I would never ever do anything of the sort. And the people like Pearl Price, Toxic Dan, going around the app telling people I'm a peddler, calling me Snaggletuff.
No, you're not a peddler. You're
That
not.
is bullying. It is full force bullying. Acting like they're my friends to gain clout.
But sadly, Laura, that is the drama side of TikTok.
yeah,
And I think it's
And they've
got-
been
You know
told
what
they
you
leave
need
me
to
alone.
do,
Yet
Laura.
they
Laura,
can't
one
keep
sec.
my-
You know what you need to do when you come off this live. When you go live, you need to get back to your singing. And people aren't going to talk on it.
Exactly what I am gonna do.
One sec. Laura's going to. Pearl's probably going to talk about it. This person's going to talk about it. That person's going to talk about it. And you've had your say, right? There's nothing else you can do. Otherwise, you just go around and
No,
say.
exactly.
I would advise you just not to get in any more boxes, right? Because and people aren't going to talk on it. I'm telling you, they're going to talk about it today and tomorrow. As when you go live, it's just do your singing. Don't cam to. Don't react. Don't do any of that. And just it will blow
I was
over.
in Nottingham, Angie.
Yeah,
I
but
was
once
in-
it'll blow over. Concentrate on your singing, not so much the drama side for the next few days. Do you know what I mean? And it
Angie.
will blow over. Some they will find something. They'll find something else to talk about.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
shaking and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I
But
to
just
be
don't
honest,
react
I feel like
anymore.
I have to shake. When I was in Nottingham, and I had Danny and Chloe on the live,
Angie.
there was multiple of my mods on the live who told these people to stop trying to request the boxes. They were on their own lives, cam-toing me, taking the mick out to me.
yeah,
Coming in,
but
let
like
me
you
in the
asked,
box, let me sing this song, sing that song.
yeah,
And I
but
was
you
trying
asked-
to do my job.
And you.
But ask Angie, Laura. I'll just like just. I can't even get my words out. Just let me quickly just say this to Laura, Angie. So when stuff like this is happening, do you or don't you say do not focus on the comments, because the comments will
Yeah, don't
go on and on and on, and they will go in your head.
Yeah,
I
when you're in the
wasn't
box,
focusing
swipe
on the
left or
comments
right.
at
I'm
the
not
time,
sure.
no. They kept-
Laura, when you're in the box, you can swipe. I think left or right.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Well, literally every 2 minutes, someone was requesting my boxes to get on with me when I was singing, and all like that. And I had to keep swiping them off, saying, "Guys, do not let anyone in the boxes. Do not let anyone in the boxes." I was trying to do my job, and
Yeah.
every 2 minutes, somebody was requesting the box.
Sorry, talking
People
about
giving
box.
you-
Angie, Torian's in the box. She has
Yeah, I
come
think
to
your
Rose.
daughter might be going. I don't
I
know.
want
She'll
nothing to
probably
do
be
with Torian.
about it again later. But that's up
I
to
want
you
nothing
whether
to
you
do
go
with
and-
Torian, so I am
Okay.
going to drop because I want nothing to do
Laura,
with
before
Torian.
you go,
Alright,
can I
we're
just
there,
give
we're
you a
there.
word of
Her
advice?
behaviour was despicable.
Laura.
I'm not going to put Tori in.
Laura, before you go, can I just give you a word of advice? I think that you should be mindful of what you do share on this app, because
Yeah.
the moment
Thank
that
you,
it leaves
Angie.
your lips and you
Like,
say
there's
it
a lot
on
of
here,
people I like on the app.
people right there, people will use it against you. And if it's on the For You page, they do have the right to speak about it, because what you're doing right now is being a content creator and not a busker, okay? Not being rude. I'm just letting you know you've gone onto the drama side now. So if you want people to stop speaking about you, stop oversharing, stop bringing up your children, and just focus back on your music.
Right, I've got
100%.
Pearl in the
And,
box, so let
Laura-
her say, because she has been mentioned, although she did block me on her, she didn't block me, she didn't allow me in her box. I will allow her in.
Angie, I'm going to jump down now, but thank you for allowing me to come up.
Not at all.
Hello?
I haven't blocked you at all.
Oh, okay.
So can you apologise, please?
No, I didn't mean block. I mean you didn't let me up.
Oh, right. So, well, Laura's gone now. Wherever Laura's getting saying that me and Dan called her them dirty, vile names, that is a barefaced lie. And she's going to have to pull proof of that forward. But I have been in contact with Annabelle and with Holly. And at 4 o'clock, Laura's
Yeah, but,
blocked from,
Pearl,
blocked from
I've
my
slipped-
live.
Yeah,
She's
but
not
Pearl,
getting in. No, Holly, Annabelle should be allowed to have her say, Angie.
Pearl, she had her say in here.
She
was on here.
didn't. Laura was
did.
screaming over it, and it's not right.
No, she did not. I kicked Laura out of the box. She had her say for ages. She spoke on everything. She did.
But the lies that Laura's still running about, but she's not getting on my platform, and I don't think anybody should be platforming that. We made her into the monster what she is today by allowing her on, having a laugh with her and everything. And now I don't know what she thinks she is, but it is our fault, and I'll take accountability for that.
I said, Pearl, can I just say, Annabelle, I didn't have Laura in the box. It was just Annabelle. Annabelle on her own, for the majority of it, she did have her say. She did speak about her past.
Take your part in it too. You come on and said, me and Laura's going to cause havoc. So we all over TikTok. Come on, we've all done it. So just please take accountability. We've all platformed her. But now she's not getting on my platform no more. And you know that man, Chloe and Dan, whoever it was, they're not credible because they absolutely tortured Rebecca C over that thing. And at the last where she didn't know where she was at. So they're very credible people and all. But like I say, no, I think people should be allowed to have the say.
Right, yes, absolutely. The thing is, I let them in because I don't want it to be a bully live on one person. I want it to be fair. So that's why they support Laura, so that's why they came in the box.
And that's why Annabelle's coming on and she's going to have her say, nobody else in the box. She's going to have a say.
Pearl,
when Laura's spilling lies everywhere.
Yeah, Pearl, when she came in my box, until the end, it was only in the end I let Laura have her say with her daughter, but she was on her own for the majority of it. And it was
I'm just saying she's coming in.
So she's going to be repeating herself because it's going to be the same.
Well, even still,
on everything.
Even still, she's entitled to have her say, and I'm going to allow her to come and have a say.
Pearl, I know what you're saying, but she did have a say here. She did.
So, well, okay, but you...
On her own. I kicked Laura out of the box. As soon as she raised her voice, I said, no, I want to hear from Annabelle. She did have a say. But I just don't want to
another thing, Angie, what you keep going back to, you keep saying she's had an awful life being in the care system. She hasn't. From 2 or 3 year old, she's been with the same woman in a loving family and a beautiful home. She hasn't had a bad life.
Her own mother, Pearl, her own mother said she's been in the care system. But
the care system was in that woman's home with a beautiful family. Never went short for anything. Went on holidays. She hasn't had a bad life. She's just a liar.
Yeah, but the foster mum said she has been in care in other places. Her
own Angie, she said she's been in the care system from being young, right? But she's been with that lady from being young. And why is that lady keep calling her Rachel when Laura come on and said, my foster mother changed my name at the age of 11? There's more lies all the time.
I get what you're saying, Pearl, but what I'm saying is it must be still quite difficult, and this is not me defending her, but difficult not, having her biological parents, that she had. And I just feel
she's done the same to her own children.
Yeah, exactly. It's a vicious cycle. She became her parents. You know what I mean? Maybe treat her the way, do you know what I mean? The same.
She's on here, she spins everything to her way. If it's not going her way, then you know how she flips. When anything goes wrong, pity me, the fake tears will come on. Listen, I don't think she should be platformed anymore, and I'll take the blame of that as well, because I played my part. We all platformed her. Now she thinks she's untouchable. She thinks she can say what she wants, and she's destroying her children now. She's destroying her children by coming on and ripping lies about her own children. So it's wrong.
Wait a minute, she wants the box. Let me put she wants
I'm going down, I don't want to be in the same place, but just to say face lies, and she's a liar, and I don't think she should be
the thing is, Paul, because she's been spoke on, I cannot not have her in the box. That will be totally unfair, and I'm not going to do like a bully life.
Angie, put me in the big box, right? I'm going to cam to a minute, right? This was last night. I'm going to turn my camera around, right? Let me turn my camera around. Oops. This was last night.
So I'm not disrespecting you, please. Actually, speak to me. That's all I wanted to tell you. You were going. Yeah, but please don't call me Anya. Why? My name's Anya. Or Anya. You know what I mean?
I've got multiple videos here to show you.
Yeah, her mum's been giving, look what Mental Martha said, she's been kicking off with her all day. Imagine fucking trying to salvage her own daughter and tell the truth about you. I remember the fact you got her main account banned, so she can't go in the box.
I didn't get her main account banned.
Now she did come on and tell loads of lies about things spinned all the stories and then backtracked on it. So she wouldn't like to into unnecessary trouble. Yes, she did. On Mandy's, yes, she did.
Thank you, Extra Doctor. Yeah, someone's just said in the comments she's made another creator's life hell.
Yeah.
So I was reporting them there for the abuse that I was receiving.
Carry on, guys. I'm just here for the drink.
That's one.
I've got
One video.
Sometimes it's together.
That's one video. Then there was.
I want to know who she is.
Yeah, the first name's Lass. Cockapoo, how much are them glasses to buy? It's a real one.
So it gets worse and worse and worse as I go down.
Yeah.
You know, well, apart from since moving in this house, this is another.
Annie's not. She's not. No, she's not. She was in. I'm box earlier talking about she had an argument with her mum months ago. I remember. On the verge, I'm just going to drop you. I'm just going to drop you so I can let Anya in.
Anya, to let Anya in. Now, we've had issues with this Anya.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Did she say Anya?
But Laura, do you not think you bring this on yourself on the app?
Isn't Anya the one?
Anya. Someone said it's about Anya.
Angie, is this Anya's mom?
Yeah, no, Laura. People were saying they were talking about Anya.
Yeah, they were talking about Anya, but they were also talking about me.
Let me one sec. Let me tell you a little bit about Anya. I had Anya in my box once with her mother, and I went in on her mother, right, because of the way her mother was talking to her own daughter on live, right. I thought it was unacceptable, blah blah blah. Then it turns out it was that Anya had so many issues, right, and I know that she's 21 now. I think she was about 19 or something when she came into my box. I can't remember. That she had so many issues that she was actually clout chasing. She was going box to box to box to box to box, talking on her family, constant. And I found out that it was actually Anya with the problem. Yes, Anya was a lot of trouble. So I don't know why they're talking about Anya in a way where they think she's a victim, but I can guarantee you that Anya, and I no hate on the girl because she is young, but she's definitely not the victim.
It's not about Anya though, is it? This is about Laura and the
I think that
kids.
life was about Anya.
Yeah, but they were trying to make out that Anya.
Because I went in on her mother. How can this is your daughter? How are you speaking to your daughter? Like, remember that, guys. And then we found out that Anya went live, lying, making up all these lies, and we debunked it all. Yeah, and I was like, she is a girl with a lot of issues.
But the girl went in last night, Angie, pretending to still have the same issues, and that she could sympathise with Laura's daughter.
She could sympathise. She was the problem.
Exactly.
She was making what was it now? She was making up a lot of lies and about her mother. What did she say? She made an accusation or something, didn't she?
You know what, though, Angie, her mum wasn't like, you know what I mean? Her mum was guilty of a lot of stuff as well. Because I remember doing a live about it.
Said her mum was abusing her. And then
The thing is,
then she turned around and said that she wasn't or something. What does she say now? I can't remember. Do you remember, Nikki?
No, I remember it coming out that she'd made it up and she had it in
That
for
she
her
made
mother.
it up that her mother had been abusing her or something like that. Yeah, I can't remember now.
She said she had mental health issues at the time, and that's why she was saying it.
People need to remember, just because someone is 18, that you're still an adult, okay? That's what people need to remember. Just because she's got an issue with her mother does not mean make her the victim, okay? So that's what you need to remember, that, you know, I think she does have a lot of mental health problems, doesn't she? Watch the clip. Sorry, Laura. Oh, you unmute. Unmute yourself, Laura. Young adult, yeah.
So this then was one of the next ones.
Yeah. You know I get mixed up. But with two. No, not with Anya.
So I reported it there again because they were constantly calling me.
Not about Anya. I don't know. I'm just going by the.
No, it's not about Anya.
I can say Top Belly is telling the truth there. She cannot come live. Why?
Have you had the same message?
From Mental Martha, yes, but I've been asked and I tell the others. Yeah, go on.
I've tried. Yeah, do it on an inbox, don't do it on here.
I'll do it via inbox, I'll not do it on a live.
Mental Martha, I'm being told by you to say it, but then I've been inboxed by somebody else to not say it. So
somebody fills me in. Mental Martha saying messages you and yes, it.
No, Mental Martha sent me an inbox, but then Nemo Boomers forced.
Whose message Raven read?
one is saying say it and one is saying don't.
No, I'm not.
Say it, mate.
I don't feel comfortable.
Chantel, just say it. He's saying in the comments, just say it. I'm gonna say it like because I was for environmental market. Can I tell you the things? So basically, Laura has rang her mum, who Annabelle lives with, Luciana, and it's basically said that if she goes live, she's going to unalive herself.
I didn't say that at all. And even my mum is verified, I never said that.
I swear to God, I'll be something
Today.
like that because that is bang out of order to even put that on your own child. It's not out of order.
Even my mum has said I never said that. As you know, Angie.
Just saying the truth. Laura has tried to unalive herself.
No, I haven't.
Wow, is she for real?
No, I didn't, Lolly.
That is the message I have had.
Which mother would say that to their child?
That's the mentality of
No, I didn't say it. And even my
I
mother
just feel
said
this is a family feud. Do you know what I mean? That's all I feel it is, really. I honestly do. You know, I think things have been said and done, you know, by both parties. Yes, that's her child, you know, but, you know, it should, you don't have that relationship with your child. You know what I mean? So many parents don't have that relationship with their child.
Andrew.
So I think they're
that's
being a bit OTT about it all.
The thing is, though, Laura, I can relate to your upbringing, love, and I don't mean any hate to you.
I didn't say it, though. That's my point. I didn't say it. My mum was in your earlier and verified. I never said it.
Yeah, I don't mean any hate towards you, love, but
No, I'm just
What I
taking
meant by
facts.
that is, what I meant by that is she's been called like an abuser and a pet.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
exactly.
Yeah, well, all I'm saying, Angie, you heard off my
That's
mum's
what
life
I mean by
that I
family.
never threatened to unalive myself.
yeah,
Do you
but the
know what I
thing
mean?
is,
Last night.
Laura, you're bringing this to the app, love. You are
No,
bringing
I
this-
just showed you proof that
No,
I
no,
never
no, I'm
threatened
not
to
about that.
unalive
I'm on
myself.
about your
And the
family
way I
feud.
was being bullied last night.
I'm on
over
about
it,
your family
saying
feud.
they were going to jump in my
Please don't
boxes.
overtalk me. I'm on about your
No,
family.
I'm
no,
on about
please
you,
don't
though,
overtalk
Nana G.
me.
I was talking,
One
but
second,
you
let's-
interrupted.
Listen, I am on your side in some respect. Please don't overtalk me. This is a family feud. This should not be on TikTok. That's
No, it
why
shouldn't
you're
be on
getting
TikTok.
where you are.
But all I'm saying
Do
is,
not
you
overtalk
were all
me.
talking about me again just
Please
now.
Oh,
That's
she's
why
on
I
your
don't
side.
overtalk
One
me.
thing, she's on your side, Laura. Carry on, Nana G.
I can agree to one extent, but please do not overtalk me. You brought this to the app yourself. You could have stopped this. You could have stopped this trait, but you didn't. Now, I can relate to your childhood. I stopped that trait when I was 16 with my children. Please.
I didn't get that choice.
You
I
didn't.
get
You do
it.
have a
No, I
choice.
didn't,
You
Nana.
always have
no,
a
I
choice.
didn't, Nana. No, I didn't.
Don't
Because I
overtalk
was
me.
under the
Laura,
care of
please
a
do not
social
overtalk
worker.
me.
I was
You
kept. You're not
not
listening to me,
overtalk
though,
me.
Nana J.
You
You're
do
not
have a
listening.
choice.
No, I didn't.
Choice to do
I
the
did
right
not
or
have a
wrong.
choice. I was kept under the care of a social worker, even
You
after
have
me
choice,
being full of
Andy, to do what's
residential
right or to
adoption.
do what's wrong, and you chose to do the opposite. I
No,
chose to do
at the
the other
end
way.
of the day, Nana J, you're not listening to me. I was still under the care of a social worker.
Oh, I
I
listen to
didn't
you
have
a
the
lot.
social workers involved with me by choice. My parents kept social services because they needed the support because of what I had been diagnosed with my epilepsy.
I got
with
diagnosis, but that did not stop me bringing my
various other
children up the
things.
right way.
Times changed, Nana Jane.
I am
Times changed.
52. I am
Laura,
52.
that's
More
rude.
support gets
I
put
am
in place.
52.
Like these,
Laura,
this
that's
day and
rude.
age, there's more support to be kept in place to keep a child with their parents.
I was 16 when I changed that trace. I am 52 now. You have a choice. You have a choice. And you made that choice to do what you wanted to
Is
do.
Hayley here? Hayley, are you here?
I'm here, yes.
Sorry, Andy. I just
No,
got a bit
do you want to
angry
have your
then.
opinion, Hayley? I don't know. Have you had your opinion?
No, I've just been waiting.
Oh, sorry about that. Hey.
Oh no, you're fine. Absolutely fine. I just really had one question for Laura, but she's gone now. So
All right.
Angie,
What's
Torian
your
says she's
question?
got something important to say to you, Torian.
Yeah, I didn't want to put Torian with Laura.
Can I just listen?
Well, because you're just going to be shouting. I don't want to lose my account, both of you.
That's discrimination.
I don't want to lose my account because there'll be no point. You don't like each other.
Torian's 100% correct. Torian's 100% correct in everything she says. Now, I can relate to, what's her fucking name, Laura. I can relate to her as a child in my upbringing, but you do have a choice. And I made the choice to do the opposite to what my upbringing was.
I'm sure you agree, Nana J, that not everybody is as strong to make that choice.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But when you treated that badly as a child, if you're in the right frame of mind, you will make that decision to choose what's right or what's wrong.
Yeah, you will, but not everybody's strong enough to make that choice.
I don't think it's anyone's business but hers. It's a private matter. But however, you know, that it was brought to the act, you know what I mean, by themselves. People are going to talk on it, you know.
She brings it all to the app herself. She does it all on her own.
Yeah,
and that's why she's getting the hate she is, because it's not personal. It's public.
Yeah.
And everybody's saying in the comments that she was in foster care from 3. Yes, she was. But then she was also having to be taken to her parents who had an issue with drugs every week, and then having to be turned away.
Does anyone want the box? Can you put it in the comments on the box, guys? Because I don't know.
Can I just interrupt and just say something? And this is no hate to anybody, because I've been where Laura's been, and I've seen Laura grow on this app from her singing to everything else. So I hope she's here listening. But I just want to say to her that if she just listens and takes advice from people, things will work out. When I was 18, had 2 children who went up for adoption. I now have 2 children, but I also have contact with my other 2 who I see a lot. I have contact with them. You know, it's all about taking advice. I didn't get on with social services. I hated them. We all do that. They're coming in to take our children, but then you learn to sit back and understand that actually there's some things that we have to take accountability for in our lives. And I just feel that maybe if she just listens sometimes, that she might actually be able to just go, hold on a minute, maybe I can do this.
Can I ask you all guys a question really quickly though, yeah? So could this be another case of Anya and her mother, right? So we've all gone by hearsay.
No, it's not, Angie.
One sec, let me finish. We've all gone by hearsay. Yes, she's had her kids removed partly because of her epilepsy and her behaviour towards social services, towards other people, right? And maybe her, you know, she's about herself, she's a compulsive, like all these, maybe she's, you know, all of that kind of thing. But that's just her as a person. Do you get what I'm saying? I mean, because it is just a lot of hearsay right now, isn't it? I mean, this is just another result of the Anya and her mum, where, you know, we found out that Anya was the one with the problems.
Can I just quickly say something? I've only commented for one thing or one thing only. I've only commented for one thing.
And that's just a question. I'm not making a statement.
Can I say something? Can you not assess your lives before you have children? Because it's all good when you're laying down taking it and then you're going to have a baby. But when you then have to deal with the child, it's, oh, I've got this. Oh, I've got that. Oh, I've got this. Fix up. Assess your lives before you lay down and take it to have a baby. Because I'm sick to the back teeth. I've got severe bowel disease. I don't come on or moan for the past 19 years. Oh, I've got bowel disease. I can't look after the kids. I knew my situation when I had children. So when I assessed that, I knew I'm going to have to put 100% more in to work harder, because I know I've got an illness. And I know that my children might need somebody if I'm ill. And that was my choice.
Exactly.
Not the world, not the government, not the schools, not the social workers, not anyone. So I can't stand anybody. Oh, but I've got this. I've got mental health. Oh my God, I was in this situation. Babe, I've been in them all. And I've still held my 3 children down for 19 years. And I've got 3 boy children. So don't ever let me hear you lot women fix the fuck up and assess your situation. I'm sick and tired of hearing it. And I'm out. Have a good day, everybody.
Well said.
Can I just say one thing, not easy though, is it? Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, one second, can I just say, it's not that easy sometimes. Like, I was going to use my auntie as an example, because she had a breakdown that she never snapped out because she was put in care and she didn't have that relationship, you know, with her family and all that kind of thing. She may start making up accusations, you know, when she was really young, you know, of abuse. You know, that never happened. You know, she wasn't right. Do you know what I mean? She was really sick. She had kids that were taken away from her because she couldn't cope, because she wasn't right. I'm not saying this is Laura, but it's not that easy, is it? Do you know what I mean? When you've had a trauma in your childhood or some event that's happened, and you grow up and you've seen quite a lot. And I'm not talking about Laura, I'm just talking in general. Do you know what I mean? When you have kids,
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I'm going to need everyone to stop telling Laura that she can sing. Like, you lot are setting her up to
I never said she could.
No, seriously, yeah. Yous are setting her up to fail because she can't fucking hit a high note if her life fucking depends on it.
Can you see me saying that she can sing? No.
Not you, but everyone. Oh, just go back to your singing, Laura. She can't fucking sing.
Yeah, but however, I think she should go back to
Fuck.
whether she can sing or not. I think she should go back to busking and keep away from drama.
No, she shouldn't.
Yeah, but if
Listen, if that's what she wants to do, then so be it. Whether she can sing or not, if it makes her happy, just keep doing that.
She should busk in her four walls.
That's what gives her.
What people need to remember is a lot of women and fathers lose children through whatever circumstances they have. They have lost children. She has the choice to make up with these children that are still living.
Yeah,
this is on her.
Hey, Ange, I think the other thing we need to remember as well is people acting like social services come in the dark of the night and snatch kids from people. The decision to remove children is a multi-agency decision. That means multiple agencies have looked at her case and decided that she is not capable of being a parent for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So, and the other thing I wanted to ask, Ange, is obviously you've seen a lot of Laura. She's been on the Drama Talk news cycle for absolutely what seems like forever now. Do you believe, based on what you've seen, that she is capable of change and that she actually wants help?
I hope so, but I don't know because we only hear what we hear, right? It's all hearsay, isn't it, from both sides? Whether she's a child or not, she's still 18, a young adult. So we've all heard hearsay because, like I said, I had the same similar situation, but with Anya, where we found out it was actually Anna that had a lot of issues, not the mother. But I don't know if she'll change. I hope she will, but I don't know. Do you think she will change?
No.
I don't think she wants to.
No.
Maybe she doesn't want to, yeah.
I think the biggest problem is she's become addicted to TikTok and to the attention that she's getting, whether it's good or bad. And she will do
she likes
anything.
attention, even though it's bad.
Yeah, 100%. She likes it and she courts it.
Society, do we give up on people?
Because you know as well as I do, Anne, she could stop this in a heartbeat. If her genuine intention was to build a bond with her children and to stop what's going on at the moment, she could stop it in a heartbeat by not coming on TikTok and airing all her business.
Yeah.
But she refuses to do that because she loves the attention. She loves all of Drama Talk talking about her.
I agree.
She absolutely loves it.
I think her children were removed because of her epilepsy, though. I do.
And she's a drinker. She was a drunk.
Yeah, I do believe social services removed her kids because of her epilepsy. Because because they did say that she didn't help herself because she was shouting at social services. The staff and all that. She does have a behavioural problem, hasn't she? But I do believe that's why her kids.
Angie, no, you don't
help herself.
You said yesterday, Angie, that it's very rare.
Yeah, that's what I read. But it can happen.
The kids.
It's really rare, yeah.
Exactly, Angie. You're trying to play captain saver her right now.
I asked that question, but they didn't specify as to why really she had her kids removed. They just said that the social services was at her house and she was shouting at the social services
because she don't have a stable environment.
Yeah.
Is that what she said?
Yes, it's not due to her epileptic.
Yeah, but
she don't even have. Can I just say something? You do know she hasn't actually got her term of illness is not epilepsy. She's got this thing. I think it's called chronic. I'll double check it, but it's called chronic something. It's not actually epilepsy.
I have myoclonic seizures.
But when you say safe, what do you mean by safe?
Huh?
When you say safe, what do you mean? Like safe for the children? Like their house was messy? In what way?
Well, she was an alcoholic, wasn't she? She said she was drinking while she was pregnant.
Wow, that doesn't mean she's an alcoholic.
Never in her custody.
But why would you drink while you're pregnant?
Yeah, but this is, I think, because they were removed from birth. She's never had them in her custody.
Exactly.
Angie, can I ask you a question?
Chronic tonic.
So really, it wasn't because of her.
I have tonic seizures.
So it wasn't because of her behaviour towards her children, because her children was left before she even could look after her kids.
If you're drinking while you're pregnant, you're harming your children anyway.
Yeah, true. Exactly. But however, what I'm saying, she wasn't abusive when the kids were born or anything like that, because they were removed before she could even look after her kids. So it must have been her behaviour.
I was never an alcoholic. I am an epileptic. My mum has already verified I'm an epileptictorian, so keep my name out of your fucking mouth. Did my mum or did she not tell you I'm an epileptic?
It's so annoying.
One sec, Laura, I'm
You
trying to
always
get
wanna
my
mention
head
my
around
name.
this. One sec, please. So your kids weren't removed because you're abusive or you physically...
Do not mute me.
Yeah, one sec, please, let me finish. So your kids weren't removed because you're abusive or because you physically hurt them, okay? Because they were removed once they were born, okay? So people need to remember that. They were born, when they were born, they were removed. So it was you, maybe your behaviour, your lifestyle before that, okay? So it's why social services got involved. And I think that's really important to remember. She didn't abuse her kids, right, in that way, okay? Because they had been removed when they were born. And is that all three? Was it three of them, Laura?
Pardon?
Was it all three children that were removed? Five children.
Yeah, Angie, I was never an alcoholic, so she can get that out of her mouth for a start. And number two, I am an epileptic. My mum has already verified I am an epileptic. So how dare you tell me I'm not epileptic?
So, Laura, people need to remember this woman didn't abuse her kids in that way, okay? Because they were never in her care. And that's what you've got to remember. So she's not an abuser, she's not a pedo, she's none of those. Okay, her kids were not in her care. All right. So what it is, when I keep saying it's a family feud, it is because she never had her kids in her care. Even though her behaviour towards her kids might not be the best.
Do you know why?
Laura? Even though her behaviour towards her kids isn't the best, it's not. Maybe she doesn't want to see them. Maybe there's a relationship breakdown. So when I say family feud, her kids have never been in her care. So she's abused them. How could she abuse them if they weren't in her care?
Angie, her mum said that she's never seen her have a seizure.
Yes, she has.
But she said that she didn't.
Yes, she has.
But she said that she didn't.
Who?
No, she
Your
said
mother.
that she had.
No, she didn't.
Her mum said she had seizures.
You say, wait a minute, someone says neglect is abuse, but they're not in her care. They're in someone else's care, right? They're not in Laura's care. So she can't be neglecting what she hasn't got in, her care.
Exactly, Angie. And yes, my mum has seen me have a seizure. My mum has seen me have many seizures, Torian. So much you know about my life, isn't it? Right, at the end of the day, my mum would stood there when my daughter was screaming.
Why don't you go and apologise to your
2 hours of the box? I'll put you in 1 sec.
Laura, why don't you take
my mum has seen me have seizures. Yes, she has.
Spitting at us up
Can I
here.
just say one thing? If you want the box, please put it in the comments.
At the end of the day, Angie, my mum hasn't said that she's never seen me have a seizure.
Yes, she did.
No, she did not,
Yes, she
Torian.
did.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
No, she did not.
Yes, she did.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
No, she didn't, Torian.
Yes, she did, Laura.
Can I just quickly ask Laura a question? If you couldn't look after one child, why
That's none of
continue
your
to have
business.
more?
That's none of your business.
Laura,
That's my answer to that. None of your business.
we've already gone over it.
Bring my
Everyone
number
has
back.
this now.
The bottom line is, you're missing the point. Winston, you're missing the point. This is a family feud going back and forth. Laura's never had her kids in care, so she couldn't abuse them if they're not in her care. People in the comments keep saying it's neglect. It's not neglect because they're never in Laura's care for her to neglect her kids. Maybe her attitude or behaviour is not the best, and maybe she should be wanting to see her kids and all this. You may think that, but there's no abuse there because they're not in her care, right?
Angie, can I just quickly say I worked in the social services department for about 2-3 years. What I did clock on with Laura, and everybody jumping on Laura's not going to help the situation, but what I did come across is she had mentioned that there was domestic violence. So what happens is the social work, when she has the kids, give her basically an ultimatum is either you've got to get rid of this partner because you're putting your children at risk. And as far as the way it came across, it seems like she possibly had chosen her partner. I'm not sure. I feel that when I was listening to the mum and the daughter and the foster parent had mentioned that it had taken 2 years for Laura to sign these papers for the baby. So maybe Laura was possibly feeling a bit pressured, upset, thinking she's losing her kids.
Yes, I was pressured, Lisa. And I felt like for somebody who had strangled me for having one drink when I was out with friends, one drink. I used to leave my mum's home and go out drinking as an escape from what I was having to
get that. So
at my mum's house. I wasn't an alcoholic. I've never been an alcoholic. That would be a danger to my safety.
But the social work, if your foster parent was that bad as you're making out, no way would the social work department then place your kids into that
They
environment.
placed them with them because they were registered foster carers for myself, my brother, and my sister.
Yeah. So if you did really have this hard time, the social work would have known, because they obviously
My
have
sister and
meetings.
brother left my mum and dad's house, my adopted parents' house. My brother left when he was 9 or 10. My sister left when she was 14. So, at the end of the day, her children terrorised me because I was in their care. Under them, they blame me for them not having a childhood.
But the thing is, what I've been hearing is you're going through a lot of trauma. You are. You
At
can
the end
hear
of
it.
the day,
Everything-
it's got nothing to do with anybody on here, Lisa.
I get that.
Like,
So
at the end of the day, yeah, but you got Torian going around saying I'm an alcoholic. I've never
Well,
been an
then off that
alcoholic.
Evan, stop putting your life everywhere in.
Laura, I think you should actually listen to Lisa because she's
Yeah,
actually making
what-
some valid points.
Yeah, so
Telling
what-
people I'm not
that's-
epileptic as well. I
Well,
am
one second,
epileptic.
Laura, let's listen to
No,
Lisa
but-
and then you can reply.
Wait, the thing is, there's a lot of people that have children with epilepsy. Now, I think there's definitely been domestic violence in the family, and I think that you've made a choice, and unfortunately, the social work have to think of the kids, not you, to make sure your kids are safe. Now, what I'm hearing and listening since I've been on for a good while is you sound like you're going through a lot of trauma, and you keep going back to the past. And everything is terrible and everything's bad. And I think you need to go and speak to somebody that specialises in that kind of trauma. Now, the social work department will and can put you in touch with somebody. And I think that is where you need to basically dump all your trauma. Dumping it on TikTok is only going to incite more hate and more judgment. That's all I've got to say, darling.
Can I ask
A lot
you
of people, why did you have 5 kids? I feel that you've maybe had your kids for a while and you've lost them and you've made a silly, silly choice with the men that you've maybe chosen. But listen, social workers are not horrible people. We have to look out for children. You think
Not
how
listening
many...
to me. I never had the chance to be a mum.
This is what I'm
Now
trying to
listen
say.
me.
That's what I'm trying to say. That people keep saying abuse and neglect and all this. She was taking her kids.
Yeah.
Assume were taken away at birth, which meant she never cared for her kids. So there's no abuse.
Angie,
There's no one said, please. There's no abuse. There's no neglect. There's none of that because she never got a chance to be a mother. She didn't look after her kids. Somebody else was looking after her children. However, did she get to see her kids? Maybe. But I feel the family, the arguments they're having between their family is like a feud because, maybe I feel her daughter does want to see her, but Laura's not putting that time aside for her daughter. And I think there is a lot of back and forth. Do you know what I mean? That's what I feel.
And you're going to say
She's
something
got a chance
quickly.
to look after her kids, so stop with the abuse and the neglect. You can't
Angie,
neglect what you're not caring for.
Would
Sorry,
social services class it as abuse if you're drinking throughout a pregnancy? And that's why they removed
Oh,
the
how
children.
much was she drinking? Did she have one glass, a half a glass? Because some women do. Unfortunately, you might have a half a glass. I don't agree with it, but some women do. People smoke.
Some women don't know they're pregnant and still socialise and maybe not realise for some time.
I was going to say something quickly and then I'll drop down. Angie,
I think a lot of things have been twisted. I really do.
Angie, going to say something to you, Angie.
Yeah.
And I'm going to drop down and let somebody else have the box. What I'm kind of like gauging from this situation is that you feel a little bit, let me land, please. You feel a little bit guilty because you was the one that unearthed Laura, put her on the platform. Obviously now she's been fed to the wolves. And now I honestly feel like you feel a little bit guilty and you wanted to go back to who she was when you first met her, which was she was trying to be a music artist. But I know she's listening. She needs to understand that she can't control what the masses talk about when she's freely offloading the masses all the content to talk about. It don't make sense. And that's all I wanted to say. Everybody have a blessed day.
The thing is with the social work, what will happen is if you've already had 2 or 3 kids in the care system, under any circumstances, if it's really pretty bad, no way, if you're pregnant, they're going to give you that kid. They're going to take it from birth. So that is a choice that Laura has made after maybe the second or the third one that's put into the care system or with foster parents. She's not fit to look after these kids. So why on earth would the social work system then let her have the other two kids? There's so many kids that have been missed in the social care system. And
I think, you know what, Lisa, like I said, I just think that her kids probably feel a little bit bitter, rightly so, is that maybe she didn't raise them, you know, and she don't have that relationship. I think that's what it is, a family feud. Where they
she's
don't
a
have
shit mom.
I don't think there's any like physical abuse or anything like where people are saying what people are saying. I don't think it's as deep as what people are saying, but I do feel that's probably the situation. She don't, you know, she's not putting aside time for her daughter. Her daughter is reaching out, I want to spend time with you. I think, you know, and maybe Laura being Laura, that's all I heard as well, her behaviour. But that's Laura, isn't it? She probably can't help the way she speaks to the doctors, and, you know, she's very loud. She gets very aggressive sometimes with the doctors, but that's not towards the kids, that's towards an adult, you know, authorities, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So that's what I heard quite a lot as well, her behaviour. And, you know, maybe she can't help the way who she is.
Of course not. That's but all I can say is now is exactly, it isn't an excuse because we're there to do a job. We're not there to take your kids. We're there to keep your kids safe. That is the job that we do. But all I can say is I think what Laura needs to do is go and speak to somebody about this trauma, because I think it goes way, way deep. And the only way she's dealing with it is lashing out on people. She might say some vile things about her daughter, but I think it's guilt. That is just a guilt thing.
Yeah.
And I think the mum and daughter do need to go and maybe go together. That would be amazing. The social worker would do that. But that's all I've got to say. I think it's been a great subject that you brought up as well, Angie, because it's something that's not really spoken about. So yeah, well done. But thank you for your time, everybody. And I'm not going to stop doing what I do because I love children. And one more thing, I was in the social work system, I was fostered, and my attitude was I wanted to give back to the system because I was very fortunate with the loving foster parents that I had. But I certainly don't use that as an excuse for horrible behaviour. I want to give back to the system, and that's what I've done for 5 years. And I will keep doing it regardless.
I was going to say that we're not, because I always say social services don't remove kids for no reason. And they don't.
Exactly.
That could be DV, you're in a DV relationship. It could be because of your mental health, which is not your fault. You need to remember that as well. It could be, you know.
Totally.
Yeah, like my auntie.
Yeah.
It could be.
But with domestic violence, there's police involved and there's services to support parents that go through domestic violence. And there's many people that has went through that situation. And us social work, as our job as Women's Aid, is to get the women and the children in safe environments. Now, that choice would have been given to Laura. Now, if Laura's there,
you have one child removed, they're not going to keep. You're not going to keep the rest.
Exactly. No, not if you've got one child at risk. Why would they then go? Oh, let's have more kids, and you'll be fine with those ones and leave. No, that just doesn't work that way. And our job is to keep children safe.
But it could also be because Laura does suffer with some form of mental health. You know,
mental health. Yes. Yeah, and there would have been opportunities for Laura to go around to the foster parents or do stuff, or you do family day trips. We provide funding for that.
Can I just say that that's not true if you have one child to... sorry, I've got a sore throat.
Yeah?
If you have one child to come away from you, have the choice to prove yourself when you're pregnant again.
I've
you
just
can
dropped
keep that
down.
baby.
I've just dropped down from the box.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to put the green screen on. So, apparently I'm not being called pedo and stuff.
And that's wrong. You called that. That's disgusting.
The bottom one, look. Well, we can't. Oh, the top one. Who do you think you're never gonna get your kids back? You protected me, our falcon pedophile. I jump off as your. What is that? Your daughter?
I don't know who just messaged me.
Oh, sorry, it's a random. Yeah, these are things you've got to ignore though, Laura, because otherwise you're going to say it more and more and more.
But what you've got to understand, Laura, is because it's still being talked about on the app, and you put things out there, then you are going to get things like that. You have to, like Angie said, now go back to singing or something, do something else. I know people say you can't sing,
see that
but you need to do something other than what you're doing now.
And that's been brought on you by the likes of Torian and her so-called cronies, as I call them, her
Noise
so-called
out white noise.
You can't just blame Victorian because this has been all over the app for ages now. You
No,
can't
I'm
blame
saying
Victorian.
because of the
literally brought it
cronies
to
that
the
they're
app.
involved with.
Cannot blame Torian for your actions. Like,
I
please don't.
didn't blame Torian. I said it's for the likes of her cronies, like Pearl Price, Toxic Dan, going around saying.
But hang on a minute, Laura. Can I just ask you a question? When are you going to take some liability and some and own up to some of this being your problem? Because nobody would know if you wouldn't put it all over the
out
app.
my business. Simple.
No,
You
no,
put your
no,
business
no,
all
no.
over the app though.
Hi, Danielle.
Hi, Angie. Honestly, I'm getting so annoyed because if it was anybody else, Laura would have her opinion. So as viewers, why aren't we allowed our opinions?
You can, guys. I'm not saying you can't. Of course you can.
Honestly, she's doing my head in. She's going on like she's done nothing wrong. At the end of the day, she's got 5 children. Not one of them's in her custody. If it was anybody else, they would be getting slated all over.
Danielle, I get what you're saying, but listen, what I'm saying is she had her kids removed at birth. Yeah, so she didn't. There was no abuse or neglect because she didn't have them in her care, right? So it was either her behaviour, her mental health, or whatever she was in, a DV. I don't know, right? That's the reason. It wasn't because she didn't have her kids removed because of abuse towards her kids. It was something to do with her as a person as to why she had her kids removed. And you say 5 times, like this Lisa was saying, if they're going to have 1 kid removed, you're not going to keep the other 4 children. They're going to be removed, and that could be many reasons: epilepsy, mental health. It could be loads of they don't feel she's fit enough to look after her kids. It doesn't mean she's in the wrong for having them removed.
No, definitely not.
I mean, what about people that are in a DV or they have mental health? Man, my auntie had mental health, severe mental health. She had 2 of her kids removed. There's no way they're going to have her kids, does not mean it's her fault though.
No, I definitely understand that, but I'm just like her way. Like, she's a grown woman. She's falling onto her mum for every little thing. Like, just take some accountability, Laura. At the end of the day, you are